Okay, good morning everyone. Day 6 today. I think from my last vlog, I kind of seem to remember kind of feeling a little bit sort of fragile or vulnerable kind of that day, but you know, it was a Saturday, and I just took time out during the day. We had friends staying with us, but they all went out and allowed me just to kind of have a couple of hours on my own and just to spend time with God, to pray and to process out loud in prayer with him. And it was just a magnificent time, just really sensed his presence, drawing super close, which was just great. And this continued sense of his peace with me just continued and came, which was just fabulous. And the following morning, as we went to church, just totally able just to abandon myself in worship, just content and peaceful, knowing that he is good. Again, you know, no assurance of my future, no assurance that I'll be healed or anything like that, but completely peaceful, completely content in his presence, and just, you know, that faith that he is good, he's faithful, that he is well able to save me in this and to heal me. But even if he doesn't, I will worship him. And I did, and it was a brilliant day at church on Sunday, just abandoned in worship, just loving on him and just receiving from him. And that has been just something that has just kind of continued. It's Tuesday today, and there's just been that ongoing sense of his presence and his peace. And you know, there is super clarity that has come as well. I guess as you start to whittle away all the stuff and nonsense of your life and the stuff and nonsense of your thought life, when something like this comes along and brings everything into kind of stark reality, that you suddenly realise what's important and what's not. Just being able to spend time with Hazel, my wife, for those of you that don't know, just praying together every day. We've started taking communion together every evening, and just crying out to God for my healing, that he would extend my life, but not from a place of fear or just being overwhelmed by this disease that's invaded my body, but just praying and pleading for my life in the confidence that God is good, and whatever the outcome, he will remain good and faithful and true. And you know, certainly in this part of the process, that's how I feel just peaceful and content in God, knowing that this is in his hand. Obviously I have moments when my mind kind of drifts off to the what ifs, and I wouldn't be real with you if I wasn't saying that was true. I'm not in some kind of utopian kind of place of you know, just loving on God and everything's perfect, but that is the general tenor of my feeling. I'm not anxious. I'm feeling kind of courageous, if anything, and just strong in him, but with no, if you like, assurance of the outcome right now. Yeah, so just great to be able to be in that place, really, of knowing his presence, really feeling him with me. But you know, there are times when my thoughts sort of drift off. I contemplate, you know, what the formal process diagnosis will be in terms of next steps. I don't know. How far gone is this cancer? I don't know. And my thoughts do drift there. You know, have we caught it early? Haven't we? Is it operable? Is it not operable? And all of those things, there's as my thoughts drift there, then of course sort of anxiety comes, and it's, you know, it's a big deal to kind of get my head round. But you know, I don't have to stay there in that place long. I choose not to stay in that place long. It is a choice. And I know I can come back and find rest in that peace and place where God is. And so that's kind of where I am at the minute. I'm hoping that this week that the MDT, the multidisciplinary team, will meet. I know they meet every week, I just don't know what day. And I don't know when my biopsies will be back. So I'm hoping that my CT scan, obviously that was done on Friday, I'm hoping that over the weekend my biopsies came back, and so that whenever they meet this week, then that will sort of accelerate things. You know, my hope was it was yesterday, Monday, that they meet, but I don't know. And if they meet then I'm hoping for a call, and we'll find out what goes on from there. But even in that, I don't feel anxious in waiting. Just found that amazing sense of peace that passes all understanding. Who knew, eh? But that's where I am on day 6. As I did say at the beginning, I'm not going to do these every day, but just periodically, or when there's key events and key things happen. So yeah, that's this update on day 6. Thanks.